Just a minute. Mr. Freitas?
Your Honor,
Yes.
I don't feel that this gentleman, Mr. White, is testifying honestly on his own.
Okay.
I have witnessed someone coaching him from the sideline for every answer. Now, this is not fair to me. I've already testified.
Yes.
I mean, cross-examined, and
Yes.
he's been coached all the way through.
Okay, I understand your objection.
Thank you.
I'm going to admonish the witness and remind you that you must testify from your knowledge. It would be helpful if you're looking at the examiner when you give your answer, please.
Yes.
Thank you.
Your Honor, as I realized after I got to cross-examination with Mr. White, that I'd like to motion to strike his and disqualify him as a witness because of the coaching that was going on. Half of my questions that I asked him, he did not direct his attention to me, but to the sideline. And so for the record, I would like to tell you that I motion to strike his testimony.
At the time you indicated that he was appearing to look somewhere else,
Yes.
he said he was testifying from his own personal knowledge. I also directed him that he must testify from his own personal knowledge. And I also finally directed him perhaps to make sure you knew he was talking to you, to look at you. I hope that was corrected.
And as we proceeded, I continued to see his eyes looking at his coach. I didn't realize who it was until I sat down and I observed his same look towards that direction as Mr. Kanuha cross-examined him. Now, to me, I feel that is inappropriate.
I understand.
And I feel like my cross-examination was hindered by this kind of action. So I strike everything he has put forward as a qualified CDUA author.
Okay.
Thank you.
Mr. Kealoha?
I want to strongly second that motion. I feel the same way. During my cross-examination, he kept looking to the side to be coached, and I want to put that on the record.
Okay, thank you.
Lena Alice Home. I don't have a position right now on that, but what I did want to say before we went on break is that I do support Billy Freitas' comments about the coaching because I've seen it and I've watched it throughout the different hearings that we've been in. So just to support him.
All right, thank you. Mr. Sandison, I would like you to respond to the motion to strike made by Mr. Freitas.
I believe that Mr. White has looked at us to see if we would stand to make an objection, to pause and wait for us to see if it would make an objection, and we fidget and run around, and in that way he's waiting for a signal from us to see if we're going to stand and make an objection.
There is a very serious allegation that there was coaching from your table, and can you respond to that, please?
We did not intend in any way to alter his testimony. We expect and encourage and have always instructed Mr. White to speak the truth and to respond to the best of his ability to any question that he was asked under cross-examination.
As to the motion to strike, considering the state of the record, I'm denying the motion to strike. Is there were several people who wanted to address me, and so if this can't wait till 4 o'clock, then I'll hear it, but I'm not going to otherwise hold up the next witness. So, Mr. Freitas?
So what you just expressed to me, that my knowledge is that you're denying my motion to strike his testimony.
Correct.
So you're implying that it may be entered into the evidence?
No, I haven't dealt with the exhibits yet.
Good. Because as far as I'm concerned, he shouldn't be a qualified, his testimony should be disqualified
I understand.
for his actions.
It goes to the weight of the testimony. I will be able to determine that at the appropriate time. So with regard to the offer of exhibits, is there anything else?
Yeah, I would like to request that if we go further into the next witness, that the attorneys can listen, but they need to turn around and not face the testifier.
Mr. Freitas, that is unreasonable.
Well, and they sure acted very unreasonable in my cross-examination, and I didn't think I was treated fairly.
Sir, that's unreasonable, and I'm not going to request that. Thank you.
All right.
Mr.